Alright, so here you go, guys. So basically this is what it looks like after I'm all done. These ones I've taped up because they're all going in the exact same area. Okay, these ones I've left loose because I'm actually going to be installing these ones in different areas. Like this one's going up to my my light switch. This one's going to my brake pedal. This one's going to go anywhere on ground, so chassis ground. So after this is probably going to be my last connection. This guy right here. Okay, I could put him there. I could put him down here. Anywhere where there's metal. Actually, I'll put him first because you can actually cause spikes in the system if you do him last. So it would be wiser to put him first. Okay, so sorry about the noise. I'm actually at a garage. So basically, now that all that's done, now you want to locate your wires. Okay, so these are my main power wires. Okay, so I have my start, my ignition, my accessory, and my main power feed. So where does all this go? Well, that's actually going to depend on the vehicle, the make, the model, and with those then you'll be able to find out where your wires go. Okay, on this car it's very simple. My ignition switch is right here, and all my connections to be done are in here. So I'm not going to show you guys the connection part, okay, because this isn't a how to install video. It's more an informational video, and I just hope the information gets passed on correctly. Okay, now when you guys do your ground wire, okay, always use a fisheye connector. Okay, and after you install it, pull on it a little bit, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, you don't want this thing to come loose, because if this guy comes loose, your remote starter is just not going to work. All right, so let's get on with testing this area up here. Okay, so things you'll need to test: a car, the key for the car, and an ignition switch. Put the key in the ignition switch. That's the first step. You're also going to need a test light. Kind of left that part out, but let's go with it. So, since I'm looking for power, my test light is going to be hooked to body ground. Now, how do I know that that's body ground? Well, I do have a fuse box right here. So, let's see if I can get one of these guys to light. Most of these fuses aren't going to be powered up at all at any time, but this guy is. Okay? As you can see. Now that means I got a good ground. Now, in order to do this properly, you guys are going to need just like a Pinout diagram. Okay? So basically what a Pinout diagram does, it just tells you where the wires are supposed to be and what colors they are. Okay, so if you look on here, okay, don't worry about the battery too, we're not going to go with that one. Okay, so we have battery, the color of the wire is red, and it's at the ignition harness. So if I come up here, okay, all my red wires, oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to take it and remove this connector so you guys can actually see it better. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm going to have to. So just give me one moment. Alright, so here we have our connector. As you can see, I got a red, I got green, I got two blacks, I got a white, and I got a white blue. White, blue, white, red, green, and two blacks. Okay. Now, if I go by this pinout chart, it says that my red is at my ignition harness. So if I come up to my ignition harness, since I'm already connected to ground, this guy should light up my test light at all times, which it does. Perfect. So you can cross that off. That's a good color, and that's a good wire. Next, let's go to my pink. My pink is actually going to be on the other side. Okay, just to show you guys, there's actually two parts to the connector. Okay, my pink is actually at the top, so it's going to be my black and yellow wire right there. Okay, so we're going to take and we're going to put my test light on my starter wire, which is this guy. Now the starter wire only works, okay, will only light my test light. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys. When the vehicle is in the start position. So now I'm in the start and it didn't light. I might not have good connection, or that's the wrong wire. No, there we go, we're on the right wire. So as you guys can see, my test light lit, and only in the start. and then when I leave it go, it turns off. Okay, so that is my start wire. So you guys could take and put pink. It's good. Start wire is good. Now, okay, the ignition wire, okay, it says blue, and ignition 2 is green. Okay, technically you could hook up the other one, but on this vehicle you actually don't need both ignition wires. Okay, and the way that you find your ignition wire, you could actually hook them both up because there is a second relay if you really needed to. Okay, you could take your test light, and it says green and blue. Okay, so we're gonna come up here, and my blue wire, if I come underneath, you're gonna see it at the bottom, just next to that orange. Okay, right there. All right, so that means that it's on this side and it's my blue white. All right, so the way that really hard with one hand. Okay, so ignition will work when it turns into the ignition phase, and then it will stay lit constantly. So that's an ignition wire. Now they also say that there's another one, but we're just going to go with the blue one for today. Okay, the green one we actually don't really need. Accessory is my orange, which was right next. Right next to my blue. So when you're taking to test your ignition, find your accessory wire, you're gonna put it onto the wire, connect it to ground. All these tests are always connected to ground. Okay, you're looking for power, so you gotta connect it to ground to look for power. So you're gonna take your key and you're gonna put it into the ignition or ignition accessory phase, and when you turn the key to the start position, the test light is actually going to go out. That means that it's cutting off the current, the power to the ignition switch during the accessory phase. So it turns off your blower motors and your radio and all that stuff. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to turn it, and it turns off. Vehicle starts, you leave go, it turns back on. And that's the way it's supposed to work. So now the accessory is good. So we have accessory, which is good, which is my orange. It has a second accessory. Don't worry about the second accessory on this one. Okay, all we need to work is our blower motor, and that's how you can test. You could actually add power to this wire or this wire and see what turns on. Okay, if you put it to this one and your blower motor doesn't turn on, sorry, if you turn it to this one and your blower motor doesn't turn on, that's not what you want. If you put it to this one and your blower motor does turn on, that's the one you want. If you put it to this one and only your radio turns on, don't use it. And the ignition is the exact same thing. You want your vehicles to start when you power up your ignition. Alright, so that's how you could actually test. You can actually add power to your ignition wire, start the car. Well, try start the car and see if it starts. If it doesn't, well, that's probably not your best wire. So you would go to your ignition 2 and see if that works. And that's it. Now, on your tack wire, I'm actually going to show you guys that real quick. Okay, to find your tack wire, you need AC voltage. Okay, as you can see right here. Okay, these guys are saying to go to at the ECM under hood next to the shock. Okay, we're looking for a gray wire that don't touch that. Go to a cam sensor, crank sensor if it's accessible. On this car, the cam sensor is actually very accessible, so that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and start the car. On this one, my AC signal is going to be this guy right here. Okay, this yellow wire is my AC signal. Alright, so here we are again. Okay, so you're going to have 3 wires that are on your cam sensor. Okay, you guys are going to have a power feed. Okay, as you can see, I'm onto a red wire down here. Try to get you guys in there. Okay, and when I touch my multimeter to ground, I get 13 volts. Perfect. Then when I switch to AC voltage, there should be nothing. As you can see, switch to AC voltage, and there's pretty much nothing on there. Okay? Now, let's check my ground. Okay? So, now we're going to come back to volts, DC, again, As you can see, now I'm on to the black wire, which is going to end up being my ground. And when I come over and I touch positive, it's going to give me voltage. Now I'm on AC right now because I changed it, but if you see, I got like no AC voltage on that, okay? I put it at DC, and I got 14 volts again. Perfect, so that's my power and my ground. So the only wire that is left is my yellow wire. So we're gonna come in. Oh, there. So now, we don't want to short that guy. Oh, that guy's gonna cause whoa. All right. So as you can see, now I'm on my yellow wire. Okay, I'm keeping onto my yellow wire. Now, as you can see, no DC voltage. Okay. Now AC voltage. So, as you can see, I'm on my yellow wire. I'm on AC voltage. The other two wires didn't show any AC voltage, and this one I just lost it again. There it is. So that's 2.3 volts AC. So that's going to be my tack wire. And after that, like I said, my gray wire is going to come up to my hood switch, which is right here. Okay, hood switch is basically just connected to ground, so whenever it hits ground, it's going to end up turning off your remote starter. Or if the hood's open, it won't let it start. Very important safety feature, always connect it. Okay? It could save people from losing arms, fingers, limbs, or anything else. So just connect this hood pin switch wire, okay? And that's it for a basic remote start and how to find the wires onto the car. And I hope this video helps somebody, and have a good day. Alright guys, I cut that last video a little short because I also wanted to show you guys how to find your brake wire, okay? Now, it's actually very, very easy. Your positive brake wire, which on this model is this orange wire right here, okay? What that does is that it takes a positive signal from your brake switch. When you push the brakes to light up your lights, it takes that power, and it'll turn off the module. Now that's very handy if your vehicle is parked there and somebody tries to steal it. Well, they get in, they press the brake, and the car dies, and then they can't take your car. So let's get this going. Okay. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Try and get this for you guys there. And I don't want to short anything out, so let's see. Okay, so that's a constant power, so it's not going to be that one, that's for sure. Now, that's on the yellow-black. It's not that one. Try this guy up here. Not that one. Ah, got it. Been working underneath cars, guys, but anyway. Let's see what we got here. Now I'm on the red-orange. It looks like a red-orange anyway. Okay? And there it is. So, this little guy right here, this red-orange, I take and I push on my brake. I hope you guys can see it. Probably won't be able to. I didn't bring my good camera with me. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's see if we can get this now. So, when I push on my brake, my test light lights. And that's the wire that you want to hook up your brake input up to. Which on this model, like I said, is the orange wire. And that was just a little side note, I wanted to put that in. And the other features, like convenience features, they're all... I guess I could show you guys that while I'm here at the same time. I really didn't want to make this video any longer, but I'll go ahead and I'll do it anyway. So, to find your lock and unlock. Okay. Oh, where's my other wire paper? I'm supposed to have another one. Where is it? There we go. All right. Gonna go back to my little cheat sheet right here. Okay. My lock is on color. Wire color is pink. Now, where is that connector? It's in the driver kick panel, the DKP. It's a blue connector, and it's pin 36. So, if I come over here, here's a blue connector. Now, I got pink wires all over the place, okay? And on pin 23 will be my lock, and it's an orange wire, okay? So, let's see. I am hooked up to ground. So basically, if you want to look for a negative switch door lock or anything of that nature, just hook your test light to ground, and if it's a pink wire, touch it. See if it reacts. Okay, because I don't actually have the pinout for this one, so we're gonna take and we're gonna do it like this. Ugh. And cut this guy off so we can see a little bit more of the wires very gently, as to not to cut wires as you guys are doing this. I've seen hack jobs from people who think that they can install and they can't. So let's see this guy right here. There's another little pink one. You guys see him? Watch my test light. And that's not him either. And there's actually two blue connectors. I just realized that. So it might not be on this one, so let's go to the next one. It says it's a pink wire. It's not him. Can we see inside? There's another pink one. It's not him either. And do we have any other ones? Yes, we do. All the way over here. And it might be because be another reason. We'll go with the orange wire then. Okay, which is supposed to be pin 23. Which, like I said, I don't know where these wires are. Nope. Nope. And here's another one. There it is. Oh, and that one was pushed out. That's bad. So as you can, if you can hear the BCM as I'm touching, okay, that wire is actually just being activated by my test light, this guy right here, as I touch the orange wire, which is my unlock. And if you guys can see where my test light is, sorry about the focus. Okay, and if I come up here and I lock my door and I touch that wire, oh, sorry. You guys see? It unlocks. Now we're going to go on to a pink again. Which the pink is probably going to be all the way down here. It says it's pin 36 on a 39 pin connector. So I'm guessing it's this guy that's not working. Or they got the wire color wrong. That's very possible too. So what do you do in this situation? They tell you it's a pink wire and you're touching the pink wires, and guess what? There's nothing happening. Nothing at all. Okay? That should be locking it, and it's not. So either they got the wire color wrong, or there's another issue. Because I should have a pink and an orange. And my orange is fine. This is pin 23. Which is right here. Okay? So, what can we do? Well, we can go ahead and touch our wires and see if it locks. Which is what I'm going to do for now. Which is really weird because they're normally very good on the wire colors.
Yeah, that or there's an actual issue with this car. It just doesn't want.
Or let's try all that again. Oh wait, there's another pink one. Maybe it's this guy. Ah, there he is. There was one that was hidden. All right, so my orange, which is this guy. Sorry about that, guys. So that's my unlock. As you can tell, it unlocks. Okay. You can see it moving. And this pink, which is hidden, which is right next to it, is my lock. And that's how you find your lock and your unlock. Now my trunk is on the same one, and it says it's pin 1. So my trunk is probably this guy, blue. I think it said trunk release is yellow at pin 1. Oh wow, pin 1 is far. Pin 1 is all the way down at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it down there, but that's my pin 1. And I just touched it. And trunk open. So there you go, guys. That's basically all the wire connections and how to find them, how to test them. And if you guys do it like this, there's really no danger in shorting wires out, but you guys do have to be careful because you can really damage stuff. You guys should leave this to professional if you guys are not comfortable with doing vehicle electronics, because you can really harm your vehicle, and you can actually, it'll cost you a lot more than just bring it to somebody. So let's just say somebody's charging you $400 to install one of these guys, or $500. Well, if you do it wrong, it might cost you $1,500 to a $2,000 PCM, or $1,000 BCM, or you know. So just take heed in what I say and get it done by a professional if you are not comfortable doing it. And that's all. Have yourselves a good day.